It's the middle of the night. You're somewhere deep in a dream, and suddenly you feel it. A soft, deliberate pressure moving across your chest, then your stomach, then your legs. Two small paws walking right over you in the dark. You open your eyes, and there they are. Your cat. Standing on top of you like it's the most normal thing in the world. Now, most people just groan, shift them off, and go straight back to sleep. They assume the cat wants food, or attention, or that it's simply being a cat. And maybe that's a part of it. But what if I told you that this little midnight ritual is actually one of the most misunderstood things your cat does? What if those tiny footsteps in the dark are carrying a message, and most owners miss it completely? Because by the end of this, you're going to understand exactly what your cat is trying to say. And that final reason, it might just change the way you see your entire relationship with them. So let's start with the simplest explanation, and slowly work our way toward the one that really matters. The first thing your cat might be doing is something surprisingly basic. They're checking that you're still there. See, cats are creatures of routine and territory, and even while you sleep, that part of their brain never fully switches off. During the night, they wake up, they move around, and at some point, they want to confirm that the world is still arranged the way they left it, and you're a big part of that world. Walking across your body is just a fast, efficient way to confirm your presence, your warmth, your scent, the slow rise and fall of your breathing. All of it tells them that everything's exactly as it should be. But reassurance is only the beginning, because there's also a very physical reason your cat keeps climbing on top of you, and it has nothing to do with emotion at all. It's heat. Cats run warmer than we do, with a body temperature several degrees higher than ours, so they're constantly drawn to the coziest, warmest spot they can find, and at night, under the blankets, your body becomes a kind of living radiator. When your cat walks across you, they're often just searching for that perfect position, that one warm pocket where they can settle in and feel completely comfortable. So sometimes those midnight steps are nothing more than a search for the best seat in the house. But comfort isn't always the whole story. Sometimes what's really happening is far more subtle. Your cat may be mapping their territory. You see, cats mark the things that belong to them in ways we can't even see. They have scent glands in their paws and in their cheeks, along their bodies, and they leave invisible signals wherever they go. So when your cat walks over you, presses against you, and lingers, they may be claiming you. In their language, they're quietly announcing that you belong to them, that you're part of their space, woven into the map of their world. And that raises a fascinating question. If they're marking you, what exactly are they paying attention to? Because cats are constant observers, they notice the smallest changes. The rhythm of your breathing, the way you shift in your sleep, the temperature of your skin, the position of your body. When they walk across you at night, they're gathering information. It's almost like a quiet status check, a nightly little inspection, just to make sure you're okay. They're reading you the way you might glance at someone you love, just to confirm they're sleeping peacefully. To them, you're not just furniture. You're a presence they watch over with real attention. But sometimes, the reason is far more direct than any of this. Sometimes your cat walks on you for the oldest reason in the book. They want something. Maybe the food bowl's empty. Maybe a door is closed that they want open. Maybe the litter box needs attention. Or maybe they just want you awake and paying attention to them. And here's the clever part. Walking across your body is a brilliant strategy. A soft meow from across the room, easy to sleep through. But 4 little paws marching right over your ribs, that's almost impossible to ignore. Now this is where a lot of owners stop. They decide the cat is just being demanding, they push it away, and they miss everything underneath. Because there's an enormous difference between an animal asking for something and an animal looking for someone. And that difference is where this story really begins to change. So let's talk about what's happening on a deeper level. The part that goes way beyond food and warmth and territory. When your cat comes to you in the dark, they're often telling you something quietly powerful, that they feel safer when they're close to you. Think about it. In the wild, sleep is the most vulnerable thing an animal can do. A resting cat is a defenseless cat, which is exactly why cats are so careful about where and with whom they let their guard down. They don't choose a sleeping spot casually. So when your cat seeks you out in the middle of the night, climbs onto you and settles against your body, and they're making a powerful statement They're saying that of all the places in the home, you are the one that feels secure. That's not dependence. That's not habit. That's trust. And that trust, Chopin, often shows itself in a very particular, very tender way. Think about how kittens behave with their mother. They press in close. They knead with their tiny paws. They curl into her warmth. And they feel completely protected. And for many cats, that early sense of safety never really fades. It just transfers. So when your cat walks across you, kneads at your chest, and settles down against your skin, they may be recreating that exact feeling from the very beginning of their life. Your body becomes a source of comfort that echoes the safest moments they've ever known. That's why so many cats choose your chest, your back, your legs, the places where they can feel your heartbeat and your breathing. They're not just lying on you. They're returning to something that feels like home. But the most important message, it only appears when you put all of these signals together. Because individually, each reason is simple. Warmth, safety, familiarity, routine, curiosity, trust. But when they all point in the same direction, they reveal something far more personal. Your cat's not wandering across you by accident. Out of everywhere they could go, every soft surface, every quiet corner, every warm spot in the house, they keep choosing you. Again and again, night after night. And that choice is the whole point. So here's what your cat is really saying. When they cross your body in the middle of the night, they're not trying to ruin your sleep. And they're not just being needy. They're choosing you. Over every other option they have, they're telling you that you're part of their environment and part of their territory, part of their daily rhythm. You're the safe place that they return to when the world goes dark and quiet. And for many cats, you become something even bigger than that. You've become family. So the next time those tiny paws wake you up at 3 in the morning, try not to be frustrated. Take a breath. Feel that small weight settling onto you, and remember what it actually means. Your cat isn't trying to annoy you at all. In their own quiet little way, they're simply reminding themselves that the person they trust most in the entire world is still right there. And honestly, when you think about it like that, it might just be the sweetest alarm clock you'll ever have.